Hey,
That's like a
quiet down. He got to have his spit.
You guys are disgusting. Oh God.
That was more of a...
Oh Jesus.
You're gonna win. I think you're good. You're a spitter, aren't you? We can tell. Pac's probably more of a swallower.
Wait, did you just classify me as a tween?
Are you asexual?
You know, you're the second person to have asked me that like this week.
There's a reason.
How many guys are out there faking their own death to get jerked off by EMTs? Well, you measure animal dicks. That's why you're the animal dick guy.
One time.
One time my ass.
It's a genetic imperative. He has to mount you.
Do you know...
Oh, there's so much foam. You don't have like a paper towel or something? Like a jerk-off sock? Nothing?
I'm wearing my jerk-off socks.
Ew.
That's gnarly, bro. Bicker Bots. Yeah, we should make it a race.
I was going to start the episode.
We'll go ahead and start the episode.
No, it's too late now. I don't want to do it anymore.
No, I'm curious. No one ever starts the episode. That's why I figured I would do it. So let's see. Let's do a do-over. Go.
Bicker Bots.
Bicker Bots.
It's just you. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just...
weak. Well,
anyways.
You don't have the same flair that I have.
He has
I
a
wouldn't
radio
call that
voice.
flair. I would call that
He's got that.
narcissism.
I
Yeah,
am a
maybe,
narcissist.
maybe.
Yes, this is a fact. So we got our 23andMe spitter tubes in our hands. We're going to be spitting throughout the episode.
Okay, if you've never done this, the fill line on this thing is a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
This is the inaugural
a lot of
spit. You ready?
spitting.
Listen.
That's gross. I don't think people want to
Did you
hear
hear that?
Yeah, I heard that like loud and clear. And
Hey.
that's like a
Quiet down. He got to have his spit.
you guys are disgusting. Oh God.
That was more of a...
Oh Jesus.
You're going to win. Pac asked, should we have it a race? Should it be a race? I think you're good. You're a spitter, aren't you? We can tell. Pac's probably more of a swallower.
I don't know if I'm getting the spit in. Oh, I am.
That's what she said. So,
All right.
goddamn. I mean, this is going to take probably the entire podcast
Like, I don't know
to
if
fill.
I have enough saliva in my mouth.
I know.
for this.
Okay,
is
so if
that?
you've never done this, you're not allowed to drink or eat anything for a half hour prior. That's why we've had to wait. Now we're all just sitting here holding
My
these damn
mouth is
test
already
tubes
dry.
looking at
It's
each
about
other.
3 inches of spit.
Yeah. My
Roughly.
mouth is already dry.
Mine is too. I would love to. I have a delicious 16 fluid ounce Red Bull right here.
I don't know how
that I
people do
can't
this.
drink.
Maybe we should have started this on the last podcast. It's probably going to take us 2 podcasts to fill.
No, I'm getting there.
All right.
All right. What do you got?
So back on the sex doll thing, you know, they
This is
opened up
just foam at this
full-on
point.
sex doll brothel in Germany where you can go pay to have sex with a sex doll.
That's so awesome.
A sex doll? Why
Brothel.
would you? Why would
Brothel.
you? Why
Because
would
they're like $6,000 a piece.
Yeah, some people can't afford to have it at the house.
People don't have sex doll savings funds like you.
Yeah.
Wait, no. What I'm asking is, people are going to this sex doll brothel, right?
Yeah.
To have sex with dolls.
Yeah.
So if you have money to have sex with dolls,
That's a really good point.
Okay.
why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you just bang a human being?
Exactly.
That's a really good point.
Oh, because that's cheating. We've already established that.
You know, actually have a question about that too. So back in the day, you know, before sex dolls, right? When you went to a brothel as a married man, would your wife care? Like, well, I mean, of
Yeah.
course she would
Yeah,
care.
she would
But,
care,
like,
but-
would she consider that cheating?
Yes.
She could consider it whatever she wants, and then you would smack her in the mouth,
Yeah.
and then that'd be the end of the
It's hard to
conversation.
get back in that kitchen and stay
Yeah.
pregnant.
Very sexist times.
Good times. Good times.
Oh,
That sounds terrible.
it's because it was
So like
terrible.
a guy could just go to a brothel and have sex with as
Yeah.
many women
Oh,
as he
that sounds
wanted.
terrible.
That was like what they did on the weekends, I
Why
thought.
did he say it sounds terrible?
Because
that does sound terrible.
To have
You're-
sex with whoever you want all the
Because
time?
if you're married, it sounds
yeah,
terrible.
that's what I was trying to
You
say.
go out all weekend banging
Yeah.
hooers down
And
to the
your
brothel.
wife is just stuck at home.
Yeah.
How come there were brothels for women?
I was thinking the same thing, bro. I was thinking the same thing.
Because they don't care. Oh,
Because
because
they didn't have any money.
no, not only that, but like, how many women do you know that have a problem getting laid?
Oh, that's a really good point.
You know?
Yeah.
If you're fat and ugly, you're gonna have a problem getting laid. As
No,
well.
they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. You've never
Yes,
been to
they
a bar.
are.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
No.
They don't even have to go to the bar all night. They can show up like 30 minutes prior to closing.
No, there
And
for
they can start
every
shopping.
for every
Whatever.
one woman, there's like 10 dudes that'll just bang the life right out of
Yeah.
them.
No matter how big, how ugly, how
For every one man, there's maybe one chick
across the planet.
across the planet.
I guess
And
if you're just as ugly, you don't really have standards.
I love how he's dropping knowledge bombs. He's dropping life lessons as he's evaluating the spit in his tube. All right, we go to a topic. I got one.
I got another one here.
All right, go ahead.
Farrah Abraham. Do you know who that is?
Is that like Farrah Fawcett and
No.
Abraham Lincoln's
She-
genetic?
So she was a teen mom, right? MTV's Teen Mom.
Oh,
Oh
this.
my god.
She said she was fired from the Teen Mom reboot or whatever because of her work as an adult entertainer.
Is she
She
still
was
a
a
teen?
porn star?
One, she's not a teen. Yes,
She's not
been
a
porn
teen.
star.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So she's like,
sad.
how dare MTV?
This is exactly like it's funny because like I feel like this is just very indicative of like how shitty reality TV is. You know, like we hire people that have no problem with being porn stars, which you know what? I mean,
I just
No,
had.
I don't wanna
Did you
condemn
just
you.
realize the same thing
Yeah,
as me?
I did.
We're stupid. Okay, you're not filling up the entire
oh yeah, I
thing
know,
here.
I know, I saw.
There's
It's
just like a
from the
nipple.
Dotted, yeah, it's from the dotted to the.
Yeah, we're stupid. Okay, this is not going to take nearly as long.
Yeah, no, the bubbles are fucking me up though.
There's a lot of foam.
Yeah, a lot of.
It's like a soy latte in there.
Ew! Can you imagine like a soy latte made out of someone's spit? Oh,
I can now. Thank you for that.
All right, somebody dig in a bag.
I got it already. I got one lined up.
What you got?
Torture acceptable? Question mark.
Yes, but the problem
Oh.
is if you torture someone to a point where they just give you whatever you want to hear, so that's a little bit of a problem.
Man, we've talked about this
oh!
before.
I thought it was just torture for the fun of it.
God damn. How long are you allowed in the States before you have to go back to North Korea? When is Uncle Kim going to send for you? I'm surprised you're not in school. Wow, you can really hear that one.
That was a good one. I really rolled it around before I put it in there. We're going to get all the foam out first.
You know, we should have shot this for YouTube. We could have did like a Me and 23 instructional video.
It'll end up on like YouPorn or whatever one of those sites. Why does he look like he's focusing really hard while he spits?
He looked like he was
Because
trying to
I
eat the
am.
lid. Did you see that? He was like,
I'm worried
He
he's
was
going to
mouthing
stink.
it.
I'm worried
Yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm purposely not breathing like in through my nose as I'm spitting in.
I think I might have won.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
You
you're a
produce so
spitter.
much saliva.
Yeah, you're
That
a
is
spitter.
gr-
No, that's
Is that all foam? Oh, what's wrong with you, PJ?
You should
Good
see a doctor.
God. Oh, Jesus.
So foamy.
Oh.
You got a topic over there, Peter Pan? What's up?
I don't know,
This
but
one's kind of a dumb one. It says giant plot hole in Ultron. Gem was for AI. Why not use Jarvis? So
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't watch the same movie.
I don't even know what movie that's referring to.
So that's Age of Ultron, right? So
Okay.
when they make
But you said Jim?
Gem,
the gem.
the Soul Stone.
the stone.
Oh, okay.
The
So
Mind Stone.
they jammed the stone. So Tony and Banner were trying to replicate the AI inside the stone, blah, blah,
Uh-huh.
blah, so they can create their fucking Ultron, right?
Mhm.
Their little Iron Man running around the planet. Well, why not just implant Jarvis? Because that's what fucking ended up happening in the end.
Right. That's
So-
a plot hole?
No.
Yeah, because the movie would end it right then and there.
So okay, you know what? I haven't watched the movie in a long time, but like I'm pretty sure what was happening was
I don't think that's a plot hole.
no. So like they weren't. So they discovered an AI within the gem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
He's right.
But the
So-
AI that ended up taking over at the end was Jarvis.
Yeah, but that's not a plot. That's not a plot hole, bro.
The plot hole is the movie would never have happened. They would have never been hacking the gem.
Uh-huh.
They could have just used Jarvis for
But I
their.
don't feel like I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I don't think that's the way it happened.
I need to watch the movie again. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that. Yeah. That's
You'll
not-
watch it with all new eyes. Next time you watch it, you'll be like, "Oh fuck, they could have just ended the movie here."
I don't think so.
All right. So, speaking of the movies, they're doing a Young Guns reboot.
Oh yeah.
What's Young Guns?
Oh, dude.
Such a millennial.
Young Guns was awesome. Okay, look, first of all, when I was a kid, this is when this movie came out, and I did not like Westerns. I hated them. But this was like a Western that related to like me, my generation.
Because they were
And,
kids.
Is it Emilio Estevez, right?
Yep. Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen was in there.
One of the few movies that the brothers did together.
Yeah. So basically, it was a farmhand took in a bunch of.
This was
like,
a Western?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about Billy the Kid, roughly. He took in a couple of young misfits, and then they killed the mentor, and then the young misfits come together to get revenge. It's awesome. And then Young Guns 2 is just a continuation of this story, and it's even more awesomer. Yeah.
No, the second one was not good at all.
The second one was better than the first one. Trust me.
No, not buying this one.
You trust me now.
So,
How old is this movie?
Older
oh
than
god,
you.
80s.
Older than me?
Mhm.
It's not the 80s. It's the
Okay.
90s.
Okay, I might check it out. Are you like Snapchatting?
I'm not 12. So
What
I'm not
is
Snapchatting.
Snapchat?
What is Snapchat? Just something I see young kids do these
All right.
days.
Can you get focused on the podcast there, people?
Go ahead. I'm doing my job.
All right. So here's what the old man wrote on the paper.
The old man wrote.
Are we becoming too dependent on computers? But dig this. So the R is, rather than it being the word R, it's just a capital R.
I expect nothing less from PJ.
Are we becoming too dependent on computers? What do you think, Packer? I'm going to start calling you Packer now. I like it.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Are we becoming too dependent on computers? Yes.
I think I win. I hit the line.
I'm already past the line.
That's like 90% foam, though.
No, I got all liquid.
No. PJs.
Look, the liquid's
PJs.
past the line.
Just looking at that kind of makes me nauseous.
All right, what do we do now? Let's come back to his. Are we too dependent on computers? What do you do now?
I'm not even.
All right, you want to wait for him? We'll do it at the same time.
Because I don't want to hold this anymore.
I don't want to hold it either. All right, what do we do? So step 3 is close funnel. So just close it?
Yeah,
Yes.
and that liquid in there is going to pour into the tube.
You have to like snap it in.
So you snap it in.
There you go.
Ew, pour it in. All my fuzzes.
Oh, it ate up the foam. Wow, that's really full now. Yeah, don't be an overachiever. Don't go over the line. Because then you got to put that stuff in.
How do you guys have so much saliva in you?
It's called work ethic.
Yeah.
If I just will myself hard enough, I'm going to be able to spit more.
Okay, so what's the
pretend
next
you're trying
step?
to get a movie role.
We've closed the funnel. Now detach funnel, screw on cap. What does it say?
Yeah.
Detach funnel, screw on cap.
Yeah. So
how do you detach the funnel?
Unscrew it.
I feel like I'm going to spit. I'm going to drop spit all over your table in my clothes.
Are they going to give you another one if you mess up?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Oh, it's coming off. I'm detaching it.
Yeah.
I don't think this is supposed to come off.
Yeah, no, it unscrews.
It definitely is. Yeah, it's
Oh, no, dude. There's liquid coming out.
Yeah, that's because it was too much liquid.
And then you have a cap, and then you screw that cap on.
I don't want to get spit on me.
It's your spit.
It's your spit.
I don't care. It's still spit.
It's okay, whatever.
Pack, do mine.
No.
All right.
Oh, there's so much foam. You don't have like a paper towel or something, like a jerk off sock? Nothing?
A jerk off. He has towels.
I'm wearing my jerk off socks.
Ew.
Oh, that's gnarly, bro.
So
I like how like
where's
that's
the top?
Like, that just accepted that
the
there's
top
a
is
thing.
in the box.
Like
This is so. Keep reading your topic. We're going off the rails here.
Oh, okay. So they're doing Young Guns, and then they're going to do an Ace Ventura.
No, Packer was talking about something.
No, he was asking what Young Guns was.
No, he was answering a question. Are we too dependent on computers?
yeah.
What's the paper in the bag for?
You're the worst. I got spit on my fingers.
I definitely think we are too dependent on computers, but at this point, there's nothing we can do about it. Like we've already invested everything into having computers.
What makes you say we're too dependent on computers? What are some explanations or some examples?
Because the reason why I say that is because I like looking at the trajectory of where we're going as a society.
Don't seal that yet. It says we're supposed to write down that code before we lose it. But I mean, it's a see-through bag.
Wait, so is there supposed to be?
People, bear with us.
We're using the DNA Genotech biospecimen
what is that?
bag.
What is that? Yeah, what is the white?
What is the little white paper in there?
Like it's like a tissue.
Is that for wiping excess
It probably
saliva?
is. Yeah.
That's if you want to provide an additional sample.
Ew.
So do seal it or don't seal it?
I'm going to write down my number before I seal it.
You're so old. Just take a picture of it, people. Give it the
You
times.
have to write it on the card, dummy.
What card?
The other card.
The other card. I'm going to drop mine. I'm going to deal with this after the podcast. I'm going to be a professional. I spit in the tube and the tube's in the bag. We're good. All right. So, too dependent on computers.
Yes, because currently
mine
where we're going
leaking?
as a society, we're trying to make computers do everything for us, right? We're trying to make it drive for us. We're trying to make it do basically everything. So the end goal, it seems like, is like we don't have to do anything as people in terms of work, and all we have to focus on is like our own personal happiness.
This is unraveling because I want to listen to what he's saying, but I'm leaking also.
That sounds very wrong.
Did we not put the lid on time?
Did we do this wrong?
I don't know.
There's
I'm still
spit
trying to
all
fill
on
up
the
my.
inside of
I'm
my
trying to still
bag.
fill up my thingy.
You want me to help you?
I think that's just coming off the sides from when we put the lid on.
That would defeat the
all that
purpose
foam.
of this entire thing.
Well,
if
it would
you
make
help
yours.
me.
It would make yours better.
Debatable. That is something that I will debate with you.
Finally, I can drink my Red Bull. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and seal mine.
So, I mean, so computers to me, computers are just another machine, right? So all machines were created to make life easier for us, right? We didn't want to move heavy
It's
things.
a machine that we eventually want to start thinking for itself, right?
It's a natural, in my opinion, it's a natural progression for machines.
That roughly took us 10
So
minutes to spit in that tube.
I have problem with that. Like I don't get what this obsession with like making artificial intelligences, because like honestly to me like every science fiction work that I've ever read kind of paints artificial intelligence as it's gonna kill us all. You know, like it's going to like, because we have a choice when we create something like that's essentially life. Are we gonna enslave it or are we gonna let it run amok?
Well, so the Tesla guy, he said that. Musk, he was like, "Oh yeah, remember we talked about something."
We've definitely talked about this before, but I was going to let it keep going.
Yeah, he called out Zuckerberg. He's like, "Oh, this guy doesn't understand AI." So
no one understands it.
So like it's really funny because in terms of like the machine learning and like neural net and all that stuff, like so I was talking to some other people about this, and like they were saying like nobody really knows the algorithms that like go on behind the scenes. It's just kind of like you input things and then the output that it comes out with is just like, how did it come with that? We don't know, but it's hilarious, you know. Like,
all right, who's got a topic?
What do you think first? Do you think we're too dependent on computers?
Yes.
Why?
Good thing or bad thing though?
It's definitely a bad thing to be too dependent on anything. So,
I'm not seeing it. So this it sounds like there's a scenario that we should be able to name where without a computer I would just be completely useless.
okay, internet.
I don't feel like that. Like what?
So if the internet went down, you'd be fine.
I'd be fine, yeah. But I don't depend on it to the point where I can't exist.
I don't know if I can do my job without email.
You can't.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
How did people do your job before email?
That's a really valid question.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
So, goddamn you, Pack. Totally fucked up my train. Oh, so my worry is always hacking. So it's not AI. My worry is just hacking. And I know I didn't think it was that bad, but the Die Hard with the fire sale where the guys hacked everything, that's my worry, right? Can they come in and shut down the power grid? Can they shut off the natural gas? Can they do this, that, or the other?
Yes.
Because for whatever reason, those things have to be networked instead of being
Just
on a closed network.
in a very short answer, yes.
Yeah, that's a problem to me, right? So that's why I think
It should be a problem to everybody, but it's not.
Yep.
I mean, look at everything though. Traffic signals are wired into some
that's one of my problems with hacker movies is they make it seem like I put in 1, 2, 3 on my magic computer, and then all of a sudden
it's a
you're
lot more involved process than that.
and then red light. Boop.
Yeah. Like
I did the red light hack.
Yeah, if somebody could actually create a simple enough like interface to do that, wow. Well, first of all, it would have already happened. Like,
well, how do you think bank robberies happen?
Are you talking about movies or real life?
Real life. That's how people rob banks. They shut off all the red lights and give themselves green lights so they can get away from the cops.
You're an idiot.
I don't know if you're being serious or you're just like,
I mean, have you not seen the news lately? People rob banks.
Yep. Okay, PJ. People rob banks. Sure.
I'm not going to rob a bank without green lights the whole way home.
Okay, you're obviously trolling me.
People rob banks. That's a true statement.
So now I feel like I got too much saliva because I've been trying to produce saliva for the past
weird. Now I'm overcompensating right now. It's really weird.
That's foam. Like,
I'm trying to
give me
look.
shit. Look at his.
I'm trying to enjoy a
Yours
delicious.
was like all the way up to the top with foam. Yours was disgusting.
I was looking at the label. I thought
I have a delicious bag of Trolley Sour Bright sloths,
no one should eat sour food.
but they're sloths.
They're still sour.
It's delicious.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is enough.
All right, I think it's enough because it's ruining my podcast. Let's get back to the business. Cyberbullying. What do we think about that?
We've definitely talked about this before.
Cyberbullying?
Yeah.
Not
I think we just
directly.
did bullying. I don't think we added the cyber piece. So somebody goes on your
no,
Facebook.
he's right. I think
We've
he's right.
definitely talked about this
Yeah,
before,
because me and him had we went back and forth.
You know what?
about
It might have been one of the pods that got trashed.
Okay. So let's do it again then. You know what I'm saying?
No, let's skip it.
All right. Here you go. Solve illegal immigration.
All right, liberal.
Wait, it just says solve illegal immigration.
No. All right. Did you get spit on your fingers when you were twisting?
Nope.
No, he's perfect little
How
Asian.
did he do that right?
Perfect Asian.
All right, I'm good.
You want to write your number down on the postcard or just don't seal it?
I'm not gonna seal it yet.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Okay, so wait, solve illegal immigration.
So we just all spit into our 23andMe containers. Next, we're going to mail them off. Do we know when we'll get the results back?
it says 6 to 8 weeks. So probably about the next time we record.
Holy crap! 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, it takes a minute to do DNA. I don't know how they do this shit in North Korea, but here it takes time.
Probably because they're not depending enough on computers.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Fuck it. Jeff Bezos has been labeled the richest man in the world.
No. Solve
wait.
illegal immigration.
Oh, okay.
Oh, solve illegal immigration.
Solve it now. Go.
That's fine, I guess.
What's your solution?
I'm trying to think, man. You're putting me on the
This
spot.
is an easy thing to do. Just solve it.
Shoot him. Shoot them all.
Shoot them all. Done. He says kill all the illegals.
So you went to the Trump School of Immigration Law? Is that
Oh, that's not right. He hasn't said shoot anybody. He just wants to build a wall.
what do you think's on the top of those walls? Snipers.
That's fine. You ever hear the saying, fences make better neighbors?
No.
Yeah, it's a saying.
Because it's better fences make better neighbors. Bigger fences make better neighbors.
I don't think it's better. It might be bigger.
Anyways, I think the best way to solve illegal immigration is to be really aggressive against the illegal immigrants, but You know what? I don't know. That's not saying anything. I don't know.
Yeah, where are you going, Cheech? What's the story here?
I know. Yeah, honestly, it's something that I haven't like really thought like a solution.
You
Because
want to
like
bring back the death penalty for illegals?
bring back the death.
When did we have the death
Yeah,
penalty
what are
for
you talking
illegals?
about?
I'm sure in the 1800s they were killing everybody for everything.
But honestly, like I don't know because
Everybody was illegal in the 1800s.
do we want to? Is this a problem that we have to solve? Is my question.
Yeah, you do now.
Yeah, now.
No, I
Solve
mean
it.
America in general. Come on, like what do you? I'm not gonna try to.
The ticket said solve it now.
No, you're the House liberal, so you have to solve this problem.
We brought our most liberal pack.
Because if you ask us, it's just
Well, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you it's where conjecture meets the looming threat of imminent violence.
I am going to point out that we do have one on record now without that.
Good for you.
Very proud of that fact.
Well, people have gone on record as saying that they like the tagline, so
that's one person.
one is better than zero.
All right, he's taking too goddamn long with this.
Solve it already. Just solve it.
Jesus Christ, Jeff Bezos, $93 billion.
That's not a real number.
It's. Have you seen the before and after pictures of him?
Before a 93 billion versus after 93 billion?
Yeah.
No.
He's gotten younger.
He literally looks younger.
He's younger and buffer.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
When he was
He got a
selling,
body transplant?
no, seriously, he
when
might
he
have.
was selling the books
Yeah.
out of his garage, it's ridiculous, dude.
You have to show because there's a really good comparison picture and like. Actually, Elon Musk as well. Like they both look younger, more fit. Like
What?
it's just amazing.
How did he get $93 billion? What did he do?
He's the
Did he blow
he's
Weinstein or
Amazon.
something?
He's Amazon. He's the
Oh.
founder of Amazon.
Oh, yeah. He earned that money. That dude's a genius.
Yeah, I like the fact that you thought Weinstein had $93 billion.
Weinstein.
You got to start somewhere.
What else we got? Oh, this one pissed me off. Fucking liberal. Ellen DeGeneres is being criticized on social media after she tweeted out a birthday message to Katy Perry that featured her gawking at the pop star's breasts.
How does this piss you off?
Because she gets away with it as a woman, and if a guy was to do it, it'd be wrong.
Okay. Pack? Liberal? Go?
Liberal, go. Yeah, yeah.
Double standards. They suck.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got for us,
that's all
huh?
you got,
You
huh?
can't
I don't-
solve immigration and you got nothing on the generous...
On behalf of all liberals who are
Sexual
listening,
harassment?
which I highly doubt is any.
Tell me that shit's not ridiculous.
That's insane.
Oh, you shouldn't. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous, right?
We'll put it up on the Facebook page. We're looking at the Jeff Bezos before and after picture. He literally looks like the
He looks younger, buffer, better.
in the
just
younger one,
everything.
he looks like a hacker that's hacking into the system, and the older one, he looks like the guy that they send to kill the hacker. Mark Wahlberg asked for forgiveness.
Really? We're
for-
not going to talk about it.
talk about what?
Degenerous, dude. You just read up the...
Wait,
Oh.
so I don't even know what's going on with this. So like,
This is what
she
happens when I
posted
don't drink.
She posted a picture of her gawking on Katy Perry's
Yeah,
breast.
it's basically her staring
It's-
at Katy Perry's huge tits.
It's her going out of her way to say, look at me. I'm cute. I'm looking at your big boobies.
yeah.
Yeah. That's sexual
I mean,
harassment.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah. Today's world, it is. Is that sexual harassment, Pack?
it probably is, but
Why would that probably be? If she's wearing a half-cut, low-neck shirt like that, putting her tits out on display, and if I stare at her, I'm a
so
bad guy.
sexual harassment isn't from the perspective of the person who does the harassing.
not
It's
a-
from the person
It's
who
not from PJ's perspective.
it's from the person who received that action.
How many times have you been sexually harassed?
Right now, actually.
Oh, fuck.
You actually sexually harassed him
Yeah.
in that chat where we were talking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, when we were talking about splitting the 23andMe.
I'll read it.
I
I'll
don't
read
know-
it right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's archived.
We got it. Okay. I hate saving stuff. We're saving stuff for our guests that'll be here for the next podcast.
He
Well,
might.
if you hate it, then don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
What you got, Pac?
Oh, I had one. Mark Wahlberg. He's asking for forgiveness for doing Boogie Nights.
Why? It was an amazing movie.
What do you mean?
Because it was a
ass?
porn movie.
So what?
Well, he's found Christ and he's trying to repent.
Are-
is ruining the
Are
world.
all the actors like just on this like apology train at this at the moment? They're just like, you know what? Kevin Spacey apologized. I'm just gonna apologize for whatever bullshit.
Let's save Kevin Spacey for that's a topic in its own. But we're gonna come back to Wahlberg because even though he did this apology for Boogie Nights, he's got a great quote here that we'll go to next. Go ahead.
Mine's a Little Caesars blow up. What does that mean?
Oh, Jesus Christ. This thing was hilarious. So I'm at the local Little Caesars here. You know how they do the hot and ready for $5? I go up and I was like, hey, can I get a hot and ready stuffed crust? No, sir, but we just threw one in the oven. It'd be like 3 or 4 minutes. Cool. I'll wait. So I step back and this dude walks in. This is not embellishment. This is word for word.
This sounds like a San Antonio story, but go ahead.
This dude walks right up to the counter and goes, yes, I would like to see your freshest, moistest, hot and ready pepperoni pizza. So the girl looks at him and goes, okay. She goes, pulls one out. He takes a box, spins it around, pops it open. She goes, no, this is dry and disgusting. Bring me another. She goes, well, sir, that's the only one we have at this time. If you would like to wait 7 to 9 minutes, we'll have another one ready for you. He took a deep breath. Are you going to tell me that it's 5 o'clock on a Thursday night and you don't have any hot and readies standing here waiting for people? And she's like, sir, there's been a lot of people come through here. And literally the guy in front of me had bought 10 hot and readies. So I tried helping the girl out. She's like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah,
I was like,
she doesn't have to deal with this.
I was like, hey, bro, just to let you know, the guy in front of me bought 10 hot and readies. That's why they're empty. And he looked at me with this look of, shut the fuck up, or I'm going to cut your body up and wear it as a skin suit. So I backed up a little bit, and he turns around and barks at the girl again. He's like, so there is nothing? And she's like, no, sir. 7 to 8 minutes now. We'll have something out for you. This is a disgrace. It is dinner time. Like, the dude lost his shit. I thought it was a fucking, like,
a skit or a prank.
Yeah.
Punked.
This was being
so when he
staged or
stormed out and threw the door open, I'm looking for the cameras. I'm like, where the fuck are these people coming? Nope. Jumped into some SUV. It looked like his mom was driving. This guy's like a 30-year-old dude. Just drives off. I was like, holy shit. I asked the girl, I was like, does that happen a lot? And she was like,
every day.
every day.
Oh my God.
She's like every 7 to 9 minutes.
I feel so sorry for like people who have to work service industry in the service industry like that. Like you just see like the worst parts of like people and human.
Yeah, but imagine what else pisses that guy off. What else sets that dude off?
That's what I'm thinking. He sounds like he has.
I feel like he has to be put
issues.
down.
I wasn't gonna go that goddamn far.
Yeah.
I would.
What do you mean? There's no Sunday papers?
Yeah.
It is Sunday.
Yeah. You are a drag upon society. You contribute absolutely nothing.
Entitled morons.
You should just die.
All right, here we go. So back to Mark Wahlberg. I like that he did this. It just goes to show you that people aren't listening to that anyway. Referring to Hillary's loss to Donald Trump. They might buy your CDs or watch their movie, but you don't put food on their table. You don't pay their bills. A lot of Hollywood's living in a bubble. They're pretty out of touch with the common person, the everyday guy out there providing for their family. So he's basically saying all these starlets and actors and actresses are like, oh, you should do this and that. He's like, who the fuck are you?
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Boogie Nights was an amazing movie. It doesn't.
I wouldn't go so far as amazing.
It's amazing.
There's some really good lines in there, though.
That movie's amazing. They took a taboo subject and made an entire movie with complicated characters and backstories and an amazing plot arc and made it into a movie. Yeah, you don't get it.
Complicated characters?
Yeah.
Roller Girl was complicated?
She's not the only character.
Well, I'm just saying, okay, which one was complicated?
The one who had like the man crush? Secret. Yeah, the man crush. That guy was that guy.
He was a closeted gay guy
because his
70s.
wife kept banging other people in public areas.
Yeah, but at least he shot both of them
The
in the
main
driveway.
character, Mark Wahlberg's character, was complex. Yeah.
I haven't watched the movie, so I have no idea.
You were in the movie with the firecrackers? No?
No. I don't know that reference either. So
Okay.
sorry to leave you hanging.
If I get, it's fine. If I get one person that listens to this at biggerpodspodcast.gmail.
Was this character an Asian character?
Maybe, or maybe not. Keep
With the
going.
firecrackers, so like, I'm going to automatically assume.
All right. Harvesting sperm from dead male relatives or spouses for someone else to have their own children.
Is that a thing?
It
How is that possible?
might be.
You don't have sperm.
What
in
if your brain
body.
dead?
Yeah, you do.
How long does your sperm be? Like,
Oh my
remain in your
God! Could
body?
you now? You want to talk about jobs that suck? Could you be imagine being an EMT? Oh shit, Jimmy, this guy ain't gonna make it. Hurry up, man! Start jerking him off. We gotta get that seed out.
Yeah. It would be like, it's like, are you an organ donor? Yes. Are you a sperm donor? Yes.
How many guys are out there faking their own death to get jerked off by EMTs?
Oh, that's.
I think like 90% of EMTs are dudes.
No shit, I said jerked off.
If you're willing to fake your own death to get a handy, I don't think you care if it's a dude or not.
I guess.
Kudos to you, good sir. Kudos to you. I mean, if you're an EMT, after some point, you're not even mad anymore. You're like,
We start to see the same people cycle through.
Again?
God damn it, Jimmy! I'm not jerking you off again. I'm gonna let your ass bleed out this time.
All right.
I gotta remember that next time if I ever end up in the back of an ambulance for something, hurry up! I need my seed to go. Get thrown out of the back of an ambulance.
The only quote unquote plot hole with this is if that matters so much, then why don't you just jerk off into a tube and have it like cryogenically frozen
I think that's
before
what
you
people
die?
do, right?
Yeah, people do that
Yeah. So
before you die.
Maybe you just tell them that you were on your way there.
I think if you there, that's fair. That's fair.
oh man, you're fixated on this like the prospect of EMTs jerking you off.
You thought all the loopholes through,
It's just a good premise.
ready for any contingency.
I think we can make a movie.
I
out
think
of
we've
this.
done this one. Family crest or motto. We've
I
done
think
this,
we
right?
talked about it. You were supposed to come up with one. Nobody ever did.
Come up with your own family crest.
Yeah. How about this? Maybe we can just rip off the Game of Thrones ones.
Oh, which one would you be?
Yeah.
Definitely
the
Winter is
giant
Coming.
pangolin.
What?
The giant pangolin would be
Which family was that?
my family.
Oh, you mean like if you made
I thought that was the thing. That's what we're doing.
What the fuck is a giant pangolin?
it's an armadillo.
No, it's not. It's
Except
better
it-
than an
yeah,
armadillo.
Is it just a penguin and you're being a dick?
no
No,
pangolin.
you don't know
Pangolin.
animals that exist on the planet that you live on.
Well, you measure animal dicks. That's why you're the animal dick guy.
One time.
One time my ass. 15. Pac, do you know all the family mottos from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones? What do you
Well,
got?
the
A
main
Lannister
ones.
never forgets his debts.
That's actually not their motto.
What?
What is their motto?
I don't know, but that's not
Oh.
it. That's a common misconception.
You're a common misconception.
Pac is...
Speaking of common
I
misconceptions,
think we broke Pac.
there's a 13-year-old who thinks that we're all idiots because we don't know the Game of Thrones stuff. So I'd like to apologize to her for our lack of knowledge.
I'd like to
Wait,
tell the
what?
13-year-old not to listen to Bicker Bots.
Oh, I would encourage that 13-year-old to listen to Bicker Bots.
Who is this 13-year-old?
Don't worry about it.
That's a pangolin. It's a real thing.
Oh, that's, yeah, a giant
It's
armadillo.
awesome. No, you're a giant armadillo.
That
This
looks
is a
like an
giant
armadillo
penguin.
crossed with an anteater. Why would that be awesome?
Fair.
It's
That's
an
fair.
armadillo that has the scales of a dragon. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Anyways, my topic
So
is...
what's their real thingy then? If it ain't a Lannister always pays his debts, what is it?
I got it here.
Winter is coming.
Figures, the one that's not fucking
So I would
shown.
definitely choose a Starks as my family, whatever. Like
And what is the Stark
insignia, motto, whatever it's called.
We're just
Okay, here we go. I got.
No, hold on. Can you please just explain to me what we're doing? Are we making our own, or we
Well,
are relating to
We were
ones from
supposed
Game
to
of
make our own.
Thrones?
We were supposed to make our own.
I'm
but
confused.
We were supposed to make our own, but PJ was like, since nobody did that, let's just choose from the Game of Thrones universe.
I can do that on the spot, but all right, fine. I'm a Lannister.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to find the Lannister one here because it's not pay your debts.
Then like, yeah. So like, if you're the Lannisters, then I'm like your mortal enemy because I'm the Starks.
But I think I'm full of crap. I think in reality, I wouldn't be a Lannister. I'd probably be a wildling. if I'm being honest with myself,
Is that just due to the name?
no, that's just based on me.
Okay, so from the great houses, House Baratheon is ours is ours is the Fury. House of Greyjoy, we do not sow. House Martell, unbowed, unbent, unbroken. I think I'm going with that one. House of Stark.
You've been bent and broken numerous times.
What I did to make it through college is my business. House of Stark, winter is coming. That's the one you want.
Hell yes.
You want winter is coming.
Yeah.
You're really gay today. House of Tully.
I'm really gay today because I want
Family.
because winter.
Oh,
is
here you go.
coming.
I'll be House of Tully. Family, duty, honor. Those are good things you can get behind. House Tyrell, growing strong. So House of Lannister.
It's a Lannister always pays his debts.
No, it's not. It says a Lannister always pays his debt is an unofficial common saying.
So I was right.
No,
I'm
fuck
So
gonna
what's their
I'm
what's
gonna
their
take that
what the official one? Oh, hear me roar.
Oh, that's so lame. Oh,
That's
yeah,
their official. Hear
yeah.
me roar. So you're a Katy Perry fan now. Good job.
What's the wildlings?
They don't have one because they're wildlings. They don't have a house.
So suck it.
I don't see how that was a suck
No, no,
it
no,
type.
no, no, no.
I'm gonna take the point.
Four. He's saying that's going to be his motto for the wildlings. So suck it.
It's been many a podcast since we earned a point.
Well, I've been taking points this whole time.
Okay, HBO Game of Thrones, please make that so. The Wildlings official motto is suck it.
Switching topics. Here's a topic that PJ wrote on the paper. A woman's place is in the home.
That's not what I wrote.
I'll take a picture of this. A woman's place is in the home.
Is it?
There's no question mark.
No, I'm
this is a
asking you.
statement.
Is it?
No.
No? Where's the woman's place?
Look, to me, women are equal. I don't play that game. Like, I was raised by a woman. Her house was in the her role was in the house and also in the furniture factory where she worked to put food in my mouth.
So I don't have a problem with women working this, that, and the other. The whole idea behind it is I think America started taking a nice little nosedive when mom came out of the house to raise the kids.
Because you're a
Wow.
sexist. That's
no,
why.
it's just like I said, it
It's
doesn't have
just
to
a
be
sexist
mom.
fact.
I just want the one parent
No.
to be there to
you
raise the kids.
misunderstand. I agree completely.
That was awesome.
That was good.
All right.
It's an odd day here at Bicker Bots. No,
Point
okay.
pack. Go.
So children need to be raised. Children need to be raised by parents.
Not me
And-
though. Just not me.
No, you came out perfect. You were fine.
I'm not very good.
You were buying liquor off crackheads. So I don't.
Agreed.
So maybe if there was
I was
somebody
raised by
else
the
in there.
streets, though. I was
I was raised by the streets.
Yeah. At around 14,
Violence was my mama.
around 14. Yeah,
By 14, you were good. You were done.
pretty much. Yeah,
Nice.
but no. Once again, I'm from a single family household, which means she was at work
Single
the most
family
of the time.
household? You mean
Yeah.
Single parent.
household?
So she was at work most of the time, which means I was free to roam them streets.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was back before the days of beepers and cell phones.
No, this was during the days of beepers, not cell phones, but beepers. Yeah.
Yeah, not well. Even with the beeper, all you had to do was go find a phone.
Oh,
So
that's
exactly
implying
how
I
many
had a
drugs did you
beeper.
sell
Oh.
during your days on the street?
I don't know what you're talking about, Pac.
Nobody else does either because he was moving back from the mic.
A woman's place is not in the home, though. That's what I'm saying. Women can do anything men can do. So it's just like saying, so, okay, so you fix it, though. You're saying it's not a woman's place in the home. It's if you have children, at least one person's place is in the home.
Yeah, that was
That
the
was how
idea.
you would amend it?
Yeah,
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know. I'm having trouble finding people to watch my kids. They're so fucking bad.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They're horrible little heathens. Pack.
I think I'm more of the idea that women in general I think are see this is
Say
what makes-
weaker. Just say it, please.
No,
fucking
no,
say
no.
it.
I know
Weaker.
this is gonna sound terrible, but like
Weaker.
I do think that women are more suited to raise children. I just think that it's like a thing. Like they're just nurturing.
Servitude.
And, no,
So that
it's-
implies that all women have that
No.
side. and they
I'm not
don't.
saying that. I'm not trying to say that all women have that side, right? Like they don't. I understand that. I'm saying that as a whole, as a trend, most women are more
The
nurturing.
majority.
Yeah, and I don't see what's wrong with having that opinion.
So is that a factor or is that us making them that way because we don't want to deal with the snotty
That is a
nosed
complicated
screaming
question.
kids?
That is
Oh my God,
that is
yeah.
a complicated question. You're right. That is a very
Like if I can
That's
wave
a
my
valid-
magic wand, it would just be women raise children.
It's
and
like
I go
one
to
of
the
us
bar.
has to be
Yeah,
maternal.
So that's a valid
You're
question,
it.
and you're right. But and the answer might very well be no. It's probably because like the society and the history of this, right? But my counter argument to that is, yeah.
I wonder
So
what
they're already good at it.
What happened in the Pack family? Like when your dad went to the Dong Chi factory, was your
Oh,
mom
the
there?
Dong Chi factory.
So
How do you market Dong
my mom
Chis?
raised me. Yeah. So like she worked as well though. So so
She had like a part-time job?
no. So she
Oh, she homeschooled you and then she had other kids that she...
no. I ate the other. No. She was working. She was actually the primary income person for a while.
Breadwinner?
Yeah, breadwinner for a little
Nice.
bit. And then so towards my junior year or junior high school years, that my mom transitioned over to just taking care of me for full time, and my dad was
When you're a junior in high school, she was taking care of you?
when I was in junior high. I meant
Okay.
Yeah.
So skipping topics here. I think the next
I
guy
like Pack background stories. They always lead to things like Dong Chi, and I like it.
and women's place in the home.
Sure. What were you saying?
So the next world leader that we're gonna have to learn to hate, I guess, is this guy from Venezuela, the President Mardo.
Venezuela.
You have no idea what's going on in Venezuela, do you?
Venezuela.
I have. What the fuck? Goddamn Despacito over here again.
So first there was Hugo Chavez, right? That's Venezuela?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he died after saying that America was the great Satan. And then his replacement was a military leader. And he's just been running the country into the ground. There are people that are literally starving to death right now.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
so happy that you said that.
Yeah.
Because this dude's under fire because President Maduro
Yeah.
is caught eating an empanada on
Yeah.
live TV while his people are starving.
His people are starving. And then Trump said that military response is not off the table for us to go and liberate the people of Venezuela. That's one of the things that I agree with him with on.
Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking that we're going to Venezuela. They got oil though.
They do.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm down.
More beachfront property. Maybe they can give people like
Be the
us-
next Cuba.
Yeah, take over Cuba too. I think taxpayers should get like priority on
What are we
beachfront
talking about? Are we
resorts there.
talking about like
Venezuela.
yeah, are we talking about like going to like help out these people in Venezuela?
Both.
Or are we, okay.
We can't help them out and get some beachfront property out
I
of
feel
it.
like the only
And
reason
oil?
why we're
And
helping
oil?
them out is because they have something to offer us, right?
Yeah, it's called humanity.
Yeah.
No, that's the opposite of what.
That's capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's the American
what
way.
Capitalism
That's
is.
the American way. We have to pay for things, Pac. We have
Why
to pay
don't you want us to rescue the starving people of Venezuela?
Why don't you like the Venezuelans?
I do want us to go and rescue this.
Doesn't sound
Let's
like
just
it.
not do
Sounds
it.
like you hate Venezuelans.
It sounds
Maybe
like
I don't know many, but
They're not fat.
Well, then automatically that makes me not hate them.
I mean, what's the problem here? We go, we help them, they give us some oil.
I just got Red Bull in my eyes.
That's good shit.
It's the best way to get into bloodstream.
All right, did you see this one? So a former mayor in Mississippi caught a dude breaking into his car in
Did
his
he kill
driveway.
him?
No, he drug him inside,
And butt
put him
raped
over his knee, and pulled out like an old school paddle and beat his ass.
That's a gangster.
Awesome.
It's even
I
better.
have so much respect for this mayor. Like, I want this mayor to be my mayor.
Yeah, so he's got it all. They Facebook lived it.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
He was
Wait.
he yelled at his daughter to get the video camera up. He goes, make sure you're videoing this. And he's got the dude over his knee as he's paddling.
This is
him.
a grown man.
Oh, yeah, 22-year-old.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
He couldn't evade like an
Yeah, exactly,
old-timey mayor.
Exactly.
You're an old-timey man. You don't think you can catch a 22-year-old?
I said an old-timey mayor.
Mayor. Well, this guy doesn't look that damn old.
Can I see?
It's a shit picture. Can't see
I'm
nothing.
a bit old-timey. I'm okay with that.
But either way, man.
I like rocking chairs and cheeseburgers.
rocking chairs. I can't stand a rocking chair, to be honest with
I
you.
love rocking chairs, especially with a good chimney fireplace going.
How about, okay, so cheeseburgers. I feel guilty for enjoying a good cheeseburger. Like,
Oh, that's your
Why?
Irish guilt.
I know.
No, it's-
It's the Catholic guilt that's been inbred into you.
no, it's just like,
There is a fair bit of inbreeding.
so it's one of those things. I'm just going to glance over that shit. So it's one of those things like you're supposed to enjoy a good steak, a well done
Yeah.
piece of fish.
I enjoy anything that tastes delicious.
And no, just,
Why I don't get why you feel guilty for eating a cheeseburger.
No,
Yeah. Is it
like-
because you didn't give me half? I'll take half your cheeseburgers.
there's a lot of
I feel
issues
like
with
that's
us already.
That's a euphemism for something that
I
I'm
mean,
not
we're both
getting.
afraid of Rottweilers and shit. Now you want to split cheeseburgers. I don't know, man. People are already talking. What do you got, Pac?
I got two because the first one's kind of lame. What book are you reading right now? Who's interested in that?
I am. That's why I wrote it, you douchebag.
I'm sorry. I'm reading several books at the same time. But
That's stupid.
let's see,
Humble
though.
brag.
How is that a humble brag?
Some of us can't
I
afford
feel like
books.
you're going to follow it up with I have an English degree. But go ahead. What are you reading right now?
By the way, this is you mentioned. I'm reading. What am I reading?
liberal
Harry
arts.
Potter and the
So like
fiery dildo.
the only reason. Ooh, that sounds incredibly interesting. I would
Hey,
definitely just.
Can we
spend a
get
day.
together and maybe write that?
Maybe.
And
Does
a
he go on a
fiery
hunt for the
dildo?
fiery dildo?
No, it's
And
just
it-
already up there.
And the whole time
It's
he
up
finds out
there.
it's just in Hermione.
Oh,
Ew.
it's a different kind of porn.
Yeah.
That's why it's fiery. Because she's a redhead, Pack.
She's not.
She is.
No, she's not.
She's not a ginger, but she's a redhead.
She's not.
God damn it. BakerBotsPodcast@gmail.com. Is Hermione a redhead?
And do the
Please.
carpet match to the drapes?
I don't know if people out there are going to know that.
It's the internet. They can find it.
I can look this up for you right now.
If the
actually.
carpets match the drapes, you're going to find out on the internet?
Hell yeah.
Isn't she like 12?
No.
Yeah, 12 years ago, she was like 12.
What was, the book. What several books are you reading here?
I think he was stalling. I don't think he's
Yeah.
reading anything.
He's like, I was reading Mein Kampf
It's
and
been
Tom
a long
Sawyer.
time since I have read, but like so I've okay.
Which is it? It's been a long time since you read a book.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
reading,
several books a long time ago.
It says, "Are you currently reading?" Which yeah, so you're right. I did lie because it's been like a month since I've last read.
Just
a
spit out the name of
I'm
the
trying
book.
to remember the name
All
of
right,
the book.
I'm reading the Scarlet Gospels.
What the fuck is that?
It's pretty good. So it's about you're familiar with Hellraiser, the movie's Hellraiser,
yeah,
Pinhead.
Yeah, Pinhead. Okay.
Yeah, so it's from the guy that made those. He wrote it, and it starts out. It's about a bit of a modern day. I want to say wizard, but he's like a detective sort of wizard, and he's facing Pinhead. It's pretty good.
It's not. It sounds horrible.
I love Pinhead.
So I haven't read an actual book in,
In
a
the
while.
Harry Potter books, the brilliant Hermione Granger is
Jesus
described
Christ.
as having frizzy, untamable, dark hair,
Red.
dark hair,
Red.
Nobody
dark
cares
hair,
about the
Red.
book.
dark hair, brown eyes, and protruding teeth.
Why did he keep doing that?
Even
Nobody cares
in
about
the
book.
movies, Hermione Granger was not a ginger. You're
Again, I said that. I said she's not a ginger, but she's a redhead.
They're not the same thing.
They're not the same thing.
What are you guys talking about? Of course.
Nope.
No.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
A
between
ginger has freckles, pale skin, it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
Just
but-
having red hair doesn't make you a
Regardless, she
ginger.
doesn't have red hair. Even
You
in
have
the movies.
redheads and then you have gingers.
She doesn't
depending
have
on
red
your
hair
taste.
even in the movies.
Yes. God damn it.
There's no way to prove this. I mean, except for like,
You know what it is the Koreans don't have a word for red hair, so they just
yeah.
doesn't
You
exist.
just completely wrong, though. She doesn't have red hair anywhere in anything. What are you even getting this from? I don't get you.
From life. We're getting it from reality.
Oh, my
Pac.
God.
We've seen the movies.
Alternate facts.
We're adults.
All right. Curfews keep teens out of trouble? Question mark?
Maybe.
Yeah.
What kind of a curfew? Like a sundown curfew?
Oof. There used to be a saying, nothing good happens after 1 a.m.
After 1 a.m.?
I think about most of the trouble I got into was after 1 a.m.
Nah, I was getting in trouble all day.
Yeah, but-
All day.
What the fuck was... Goddamn Barry White the illest here.
I feel like that was a humble brag. I was getting in trouble all day, man.
And
I was
I'm
super
bragging
gangster.
about getting in
I
trouble?
was super gangster.
No, I wasn't a gangster.
An Arkansas megachurch pastor claims a woman has no right over her own body because it all belongs to God.
Okay, where's he going with that?
That's
Where's he going with that?
I don't know, but I'm going to wear a name tag that says God.
Exactly.
I don't understand the point he's trying to make.
I think it's probably an abortion thing.
Okay.
She's saying she can't have an abortion because it's God's.
That's dumb.
What do you think? What about this? What if instead of abortion, they had like mandatory adoptions then instead? Like you don't want your kid, but you still got knocked
People
up.
don't want to wait in line for 10 minutes to get a fucking Little Caesars pizza. You think she wants to wait 9 months to get that kid out of her?
Okay, so let's do it this way. There are people who are waiting to adopt. And first of all, I don't know all the details, but the process for adopting a kid, like it's lengthy and expensive. It's like it can cost up to $50,000 to adopt a child.
Yeah, okay, so I
Wow,
don't agree with the
why?
cost, but
I
I
could
agree
be
with...
wrong with the numbers.
Why?
no, you're not too far off. I know somebody that just adopted a kid and it cost them a fortune.
Right.
Why?
Exactly.
Okay, if I could tell you.
But no, I feel like him right now. Why? You have these kids that are locked away, and you're going to make people pay thousands and thousands
Like,
and
why is it
thousands of
prohibitive?
dollars.
Yeah, like
So the
Just
money,
be giving those things away. Buy one, get one free.
it's all the paperwork.
Paperwork.
Yeah, seriously. So it's one of those things. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the cheap adoption and then make sure dirtbags aren't getting kids.
That's not true.
You got to do background checks. You got to do this check. You got to do that check.
You can hire a private detective.
Yeah, and they're free.
okay, no, I see that point. You're right, but at the same time, like it shouldn't be like there should be some kind of compromise. Like it shouldn't be this expensive and prohibitive to adopt a kid. Like the kid wants to be adopted, the parents want a child. This shouldn't be that.
Yeah,
complicated.
let's figure this thing
like,
out.
this shouldn't be that complicated.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Oh,
Books.
So you reading a book?
So I haven't read an actual book in a
I
couple
knew
years.
it. I knew it.
I'm just reading all my trade paperbacks right now.
What's a trade paperback?
It's where they take all the comic books and shove it into one book.
Oh.
So right now I'm reading, was it The Return of Hawkman or something like that?
Oh,
The Return of Hogwarts. I can give you the author. I don't know. I don't remember the.
we've
title,
moved
but
on.
James A. Corey. He's
I
a
thought you were
great
going to say
author.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the new Lion King cast?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Got
The
Yonsei
new
all on his lips like
Lion
liquor.
King cast. What do you mean?
So they're going to do a
The
live
new-
action
What part of that is
type-
confusing?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're bringing back...
Nailed it.
I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Hey, I love Disney movies, man.
I want to watch it.
It was a horrible Broadway show, though.
It's got Yonsei in it. All good. I like to say Yonsei.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. I've seen it.
And you thought it was good?
Did you like Cats?
No,
Did you see Cats?
I never seen Cats.
I saw a high school version of it.
That's why it sucked.
Well, sure.
I went and saw Family Opera. I fell asleep like 18 times and I could not muscle through it. It was horrible.
This is stupid.
Lion King is
So-
awesome.
So this ticketed paper here in my hand says Obama trades prisoners for traitor. We already talked about Bergdahl.
Yeah. Pitch
So
it.
we'll burn it.
Okay. Mine's is dogfighting wrong? What about cockfighting? UFC.
So,
That's literally what it says.
UFC?
Yeah.
yeah, okay. There's a point to this. All right. What's the first one? Dogfighting. Is dogfighting wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Back.
No, I'm asking. I wrote that.
No.
So I'm asking.
you, is
Oh.
dogfighting
You're going to
wrong?
ask me the question I asked you. How does that work?
Okay. I'm going to say yes. What do you say?
I want to know why you say it's wrong.
Because they're fucking dogs and...
That's not going to be
Okay,
good enough.
wait.
No, they're not fucking dogs. That's a different
They're
thing.
fighting dogs.
Oh, if they're
BJ.
fucking dogs, it'd be okay,
They're
right?
fighting dogs.
Well, goddamn pansexual over here.
bestiality is pretty cool, right?
Oh my God. I told you to stay away from my dogs on one of these podcasts. So
Where are your dogs, by the way?
he's like, oh my God, they're caged.
Why is
It's easier
dog
to get
fighting
away.
wrong?
Because they're making the dogs fight. It all comes down to
Do you have a choice?
choice. The dogs don't have a choice.
Okay, is cockfighting wrong?
Yes.
Why?
Same thing. They don't have a choice.
Do you agree with that?
Okay. I agree on a moral standpoint. On a personal standpoint, I don't care.
That's a very
Fuck the
unliberal,
chickens.
yeah, very unliberally
I
thing
just
to say.
it's just it's because it's entertainment, right?
If you've seen some people fighting dogs and then betting money on it, would you be angry?
See, and this is where I'm gonna get a lot of hate. So again, morally, I stand with you guys. All right, morally, I do. It shouldn't happen. But on a personal level, I'm just gonna be like, whatever.
Oh. No, I'm going to be pissed.
Would you bet on the dogs?
No.
I still, again, because I'm coming from a moral standpoint, I think it's morally wrong, right? So I'm gonna be, no, this isn't right. But does it affect me on a personal level? Does it do I have a visceral reaction to it? No, I don't. I just
I've never been to a dog fight, so I
I've
don't
been
know.
to dog fights.
Okay, so the rumor is they feed them fucking gunpowder and all this other shit.
They
to get
do
them all
feed them
hyped,
gunpowder, yeah.
Jesus, why?
to get them
It's
hyped
supposed
up.
to make them like really aggressive.
Is it like energy drinks for dogs or something like
No,
that?
man. They used to
That's where
they
Red
used
Bull
to
started.
fight.
Yeah, right.
They used to fight dogs in my neighborhoods. All the older dudes would fight them and bet on them.
When you were in Atlanta.
No, this wasn't
Oh.
Atlanta. This is Virginia. Can't even make that up.
Damn.
But anyway, so I remember one time they fought these two dogs, and then like this guy's mutt lost and then the guy shot the dog in the head and threw him in.
Okay, see, this
creek.
is okay. Like,
I
then
think
the-
that's why.
But then the dog wasn't dead. Like as everyone's walking away from the creek,
Oh my
the
God.
dog darts up from the hill and takes off. And then now,
Wait, you got shot in the head?
yeah,
Was
close
it a pit?
Close pit. It was like a mutt pit.
Yeah, them pits got thick skulls, bro.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so the guy shoots the dog in the head and then picks it up and throws it into this. The creek was down. It's like
oh my God, this is okay. So now I'm starting to get affected. If I saw that, I would be all about hating, no dog fighting. Period.
yeah,
of
I don't
course.
think it's. I don't think it's funny. I think your reactions are funny, but it's funny. Like
terrible.
things. This was normal and where I was.
So the
growing
one
up.
I find funny is the cockfighting. The shit they do to get those birds all amped up. Like
They put razor blades on their feet.
they do, and they also they'll sit there and they'll spit tequila in their face and shit.
I almost spit Red Bull all over your table. That's funny. Why are they spitting tequila in their
Same
face?
shit as the gunpowder to get them hyped.
That would piss me off. I'd be wanting to fight too. You spit tequila in my face.
So so UFC's on there because back in the day, John McCain called UFC human cockfighting.
See,
Did
that's
he say it that way?
Yep. That's his actual quote.
human cockfighting,
Yeah.
and nobody called him out for that. Like,
So you guys,
I think that website's in Pack's favorites.
you guys are 12-year-olds, right? You're picturing two guys standing there with their cocks out, swinging them at each other, aren't you?
No.
I think
yes.
Pac
I
was.
think that was you.
yes,
I knew the look on Pac's face was like he just saw two guys playing swords.
Oh, gross. All right.
Yeah, but it comes down to choice. They can choose not
yeah,
to.
you're right. So the thing about like the whole UFC thing is also like, so humans crave blood for sport, right? Like they just they love seeing
Since the
that.
dawn of time.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why we are okay with UFC, but not okay with dog or cockfighting, because I understand the argument, the whole choice.
Well, one,
thing,
they're
right?
humans.
So humans' life is worth less
That's
than a
what I'm
dog's
saying.
life?
Yeah, that's why we eat cows, because our lives are worth more than the cow.
No, that's so why do we allow UFC? And
Would you pay for cow fighting?
Be boring.
Yeah, that would.
Could
be
you get a
boring.
cow hyped up enough to
What
fight
about
another
bull
cow?
fight?
Bulls, yeah, bulls.
Bullfighting.
I'm saying, so bullfighting, I find to be
I actually
bullshit
want to
too.
see that. No, not what you're talking about, matadors. I'm talking about two bulls going at it.
Oh yeah.
I want to see that.
Don't they do that in nature anyways?
Yeah.
Compete?
Have you
Why
ever seen-
can't we pay for it and watch? They're already going to do it.
Because it's nature. So that by definition, you're going to have to corral them somehow or another and take them out
Also,
of nature.
I don't know. For you two, do you guys find a lot of enjoyment from seeing things fight like that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not a thing for me.
Have you ever seen
I
that one with the wildebeest that kicks the cheetah?
No.
Oh, it's great. The cheetah comes along, lashes onto the wildebeest, and usually the other wildebeest just take off. This one comes up, backs its ass up to it, and kicks the cheetah dead in the side.
Yeah.
Cheetah goes flying.
One of my favorite videos is there's a couple of hyenas that chased a wildebeest fell into like a mud pit,
Mhm.
and they're just circling it, laughing and waiting as it dies, and then taking little small nips out of it. It's like one of my favorite
Oh,
videos.
that's bad.
What?
There was
The
one.
world? Like,
I was watching
Just
one the other
watching
day.
it
sadistic
die.
fucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what
Oh
the-
yeah, there
They're
was
going
one.
to eat that wildebeest.
There was one that if I was like a water buffalo or something, right? And it's going along, and a hyena comes up and it fucking bit the damn thing's balls off.
You win.
It was hilarious. I felt bad for the wildebeest or water buffalo, wherever the hell
No,
it was.
I felt
but-
good for the hyena.
Oh yeah, because it's running around balls in its mouth.
Oh, God.
Well,
That's
I mean,
what you
think
like?
about it. That thing's going to die. He's going to bleed out.
Yeah,
He wins.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like the water buffalo's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's
it
good
might
hunting.
clot. It might clot.
It ain't going to clot in your balls, bro.
nah,
You're going to
dude.
bleed out.
Yeah, nah, dude.
I don't know.
I just I just don't understand why people find blood sports so entertaining. It's just not.
So you don't watch
UFC?
Human
UFC?
nature.
I don't really watch UFC. No.
Wow,
That's like the only sport I watch.
yeah. You got to watch a good match, I guess. You've been watching boring ones.
Okay. No, I'm not trying to like make myself out to be some kind of like, oh, I abhor violence or something.
Like
no.
a liberal.
No. Like, if I see a good UFC match, I'm gonna watch him. Like, that's a really good match, right?
Yeah.
I just like, but I don't get how people get like they get like frothing at the mouth, like like they're just.
I get that way for certain fighters. Like I was a big Brock Lesnar fan.
Really?
I loved Brock Lesnar.
He's such a shitbag human being, though.
Couldn't care less. It's the thing. When I'm not interested in people's backstories.
Okay,
Are you a good fighter?
But
So I'm annoyed with myself for saying that because I'm usually the same way, right? Like people are like, "Oh, I won't watch that movie because that guy's political." This and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Is it a good movie?
You know, like Jamie Foxx came out back in the day and said some questionable shit, and people were like, "Oh, I'm not watching his movie."
What did he say?
I don't remember, but I was just like, "I'm gonna watch Jamie Foxx. I don't give a fuck."
It's Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. He was a shitty Electro, but I don't even think he was a shitty Electro. I just think the movie sucked.
Yeah, you're going to be liberal everywhere.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't agree with that, mostly because like.
So what, you thought he was a good Electro?
No, I thought he was a terrible Electro.
No, I thought he was a good Electro.
I thought it was terrible.
It was a script. Just like Val Kilmer's Batman. Val Kilmer could have been a good Batman, but he had a shit script.
No, Val Kilmer is not a good Batman.
Can't be a blonde.
The script sucked. The movie tone sucked. That was all the director.
True. It all sucks.
Yeah,
you ever seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Here we go with this.
No.
Okay, put it on your list.
No.
It's probably one of the greatest movies you've never seen. It's Val Kilmer.
Isn't that with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yep.
No.
It's fucking great.
All right, what were you saying, Packer?
I'm just saying that like, so if it comes out that like an actor or whatever is like a terrible human being, don't support his stuff. Like why?
Why?
Because you are enabling his success.
Yeah, because he's good at his craft.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. If he's a terrible human being, it doesn't matter if you're like the.
So you're a homophobe.
I knew it.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
You hate gay people.
Why do you hate them so much?
Yeah, really.
Where are we getting that?
You know what you said.
You know what you said.
No.
So you wouldn't watch House of Cards?
What are you talking about?
That's a great show. It's probably one of the best shows in history.
I don't
programming.
understand what you guys are talking about right now.
You said you wouldn't support people that do things like
You
that.
just said you don't support the gays, is what we heard.
I didn't say that. I said I don't support.
Why don't you just say it?
Unless you
Classic
guys are saying
liberal backtrack.
Unless that you guys are saying that gay people are inherently bad human beings, which is what I'm trying to say. Like
that's what you're trying to say.
That's what you're trying to say.
No, what? Oh, oops.
Because we're not trying to say that. We're just letting you run with it.
Okay, so I don't know if I should continue with my point anymore.
Go ahead. Feel free.
I feel
free.
I feel like I've just dug myself into a hole that I can't really claw my way out of. I've made too many verbal mistakes.
Mistakes were made. All right.
I mean, Kevin Spacey, you're just attacking him.
What are you talking about?
It's hilarious though. With Kevin Spacey, right? So whether or not he was guilty of doing some stuff, I don't really know. What you told me, the backstory, like how the kid, they woke up and the kid was on the bed and then the kid just went home and Kevin Spacey was like, nah, you don't want to go home. And then that's assault. I don't know. What's funny to me was the tactic of, as he's getting, railed on for being the bad guy, he goes, I'm gay. Like,
that was kind of hilarious because he was like, it was such an obvious misdirect, and you're like, no, man, like that's not the point.
No.
So because the internet's forever, we'll just go ahead and say this: the story that I read that we're talking about. At this time, it was supposedly Kevin Spacey had a party, and there was a 14-year-old actor there.
Does it say which? Like, is he famous?
I don't think he's that famous now.
Was it Drake?
No. And did I say rapper?
No, he said actor. He was an actor first.
Yeah, actor. Fucker. So the kid was there. They had a party. Kid got drunk, woke up on Kevin Spacey's bed, and Spacey was like leering at him.
Ugh.
And the kid jumped up and ran to the bathroom. And maybe I'll add this in there, Spacey stripped down or something. But when the kid came out of the bathroom, he's like, I want to go home. And he's like, are you sure you want to go home? Yeah. You don't have to go home. You can stay here.
Don't talk like that.
And he was like,
use your regular voice.
Watts is just getting creeped out by
are you about to hashtag me too?
All right, keep going with your weird story.
And the kid's like, no, I really want to go home. He's like, all right, go home.
So he didn't rape him or anything like that.
No, but look, some of these women got raped. Some of them got really assaulted, this, that, and the other. But fuck, man, there's so many of them that nothing real happened to them.
Kevin Spacey, go ahead and hit us up at bickerbotspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what happened, man.
Means you got all that free time now. They threw you off the set of House of Cards.
You ain't getting no work. Go ahead. We'll come to the show. I got one lined up.
No, I was trying to make sure there's this thing.
Wait, so you guys are still even after knowing that Kevin Spacey might be like this crazy sexual predator,
it doesn't matter if I'm okay with it or not. He's not getting another role.
No, that's not. But if let's say he did, right? Let's say like this is just all kind of covered up. But
he's gonna tie it back. Go ahead.
Yeah. So like let's say this happened, right? And then he comes out in a movie that you really want to watch. Would you still watch that movie?
Yep.
Look, if they put Kevin Spacey in the bad suit, I'm watching it. Sorry.
Because he's in the entertainment industry. If he was running to be a politician, then I'd be like, no, I'm not going to support you.
So this goes back to that Mark Wahlberg comment.
But
I don't care what these people do. You know?
I don't care. Make good movies.
Yeah. Keep your political shit to yourself too. Shut your mouth. Not you.
Oh,
I was like, that was rude.
Like, that's the whole point of the podcast.
Rude. Yeah. No, see, but the thing is like, because he's a bad person to the point where he is breaking the law, right?
It hasn't been proven yet, though.
Yeah.
I'm hypothetically, right?
Okay.
Like, and like some of these guys have been, right? Like, for example, Bill Cosby, right? So like,
okay, let's try this. Who's worse, Bill Cosby or Harvey Weinstein?
Probably. Well, I don't know. They're on the same level, aren't they?
I don't think Bill Cosby did it.
Yeah, you're fucking mind.
You're fucking out. Yeah, like you're crazy.
I don't think he did it.
You think OJ's innocent too?
Didn't you? We had this conversation, and I'll rehash it if you want, but I don't think he did it.
You're crazy.
So your
It's
thought
Bill
was,
Cosby, bro. It's like
I know, and I feel like that's the only reason why you think that he didn't do
No,
it.
he
No,
thinks
it's
that Bill Cosby could have talked the panties off.
right. Women were throwing their urethras at him. He didn't have to.
Urethras.
He didn't have to like take it.
I'm gonna try that pickup line.
Yeah.
Hey baby, how many would you let me have that urethra?
You can't. You got to be able to say it first. Urethra sounds like an R&B singer from the 70s.
First of all, so no, not every woman was throwing their urethra. At
Enough with throwing their urethras. There was enough.
Let me get at them fallopian tubes,
that
baby.
There you go.
Just because enough was doesn't mean all of them were, right? And just by that fact alone, he could have been, if somebody is used to that kind of power, right? If somebody's used to like that kind of like attention and somebody rejects you,
Yeah.
the natural reaction isn't sure. The natural reaction is
Let me grab my chloroform.
yes.
Ooh, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. I that's just like a natural. That's a basic tenet of being a human being. Power corrupts. Absolutely.
No, I think the thing there with Cosby is like people have their things. Like some guys like to hit it from the side.
It
Some
could
guys
have been
like
a
to
fetish thing. I'm
hit
willing
from
to
behind.
entertain that.
No,
Sure.
Yeah, I think he liked to fuck
guys are
passed out
crazy.
broads.
I think fetish over power. I don't think he had an issue with
I think
power.
it's fetish, bro. I think he
think-
really
I
had.
think-
His fame was on like an almost Elvis Presley level of fame. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Bill
Cosby-
Cosby.
I think
Cosby was
until
so
the court case has been settled and we know for a fact if Bill Cosby actually did
Yeah.
rape these women, we can't really say anything. You're right.
Well, wait,
okay.
This is where conjecture. I don't know if you're new to the show, but it meets the looming threat of imminent violence here.
So let's just say, for the purpose of the argument here, that Cosby did rape all these chicks, right? And it's gonna come down to nothing more than he did it because he likes to fuck passed out broads.
that I can get on board with.
That's still terrible.
No, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's why he did it.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're
Okay.
talking to motive here, not we're not trying to say what he did or didn't do was okay.
Because my thing is
What
this.
I'm saying is I can't believe that a man as powerful and successful at him would have to take it unless he's got some weird I like to bang knocked out ladies
No,
fetish.
no.
And even if he's got this giant ass fetish, Cosby had so much money he tried buying NBC back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
That's how much money he had. Tell me you couldn't afford a hooker that would let you fucking drug
No,
her?
see, you guys
Like a
are
clone
again.
hooker.
You guys aren't
clone.
are looking at it from the right, like because not every woman necessarily wanted it. Even with all of that, not every
Again,
woman is going to
You
necessarily.
can get a hooker that looks just like whatever chick you want
I
to bang.
understand that, but then the purpose of like being that popular and having that much influence is that hey, I can choose what I want, even if it doesn't have to be a hooker. It can be this random broad here, right? And if that random broad says no, then and I'm not used to rejection, then what's gonna happen?
This is you hanging out with your Uncle Kim too much.
No. I'm
That
just saying.
motherfucker goes into
I'm
the
just saying, like,
villages,
if
you know?
if you go into the mindset of somebody like that, like somebody who's legitimately this powerful and influential, then that person is not going to take no for an answer. Is what I'm saying. So these allegations of rape isn't out there. It isn't too out there. It's very possible that like somebody said no to him. He's like, fuck that. You ain't gonna say no to me. Chloroform. Like
I think he chloroformed before they had a chance to say no.
Well, the narrative is he would invite these people, these ladies back, and then he would have this stuff on standby. Like it was premeditated.
All right, I'm just going to try to warn all the women out there. If a guy's asking you to come back to the house, he's trying to
Don't
get
do
in them
it.
draws.
Don't do
It's
it.
for sex.
Yeah, it's for sex.
Duh.
He don't care about your opinion. He don't
Yeah.
care about your worldview.
He doesn't want to role play ideas for movies.
He doesn't like your book.
No.
He doesn't like your poems.
Is that a thing though? Like when like are women really that
Yes.
dense?
Yes.
You know, like
Yes.
like because
Yes.
no, I don't believe that. Like I think like
You
like
cannot believe it all you want.
It's
no,
the
I mean
facts.
what I'm saying is like if they're both out at a club like a man and like like the woman knows they're both out there for sex, right?
No.
Like you're both
No.
out there trawling for sex. No,
No.
No,
isn't
man.
that like
Women are insane.
the given contract? Like
No.
hey, if
No.
I'm out
I
here
feel that
partying,
you've not been clubbing.
I really haven't.
Well, there you go.
There's this weird
I mean, I
thing.
have, but-
There's this
I'm
weird thing.
to have fun with my girls.
Exactly that.
Me and
I'm
the
just here to
girls
have
just gonna
fun,
dance.
and all the
I
guys
understand.
are
no,
there.
No. I understand that, right? But then if you like start interacting with another dude at the bar, or like like, that you met at the bar, or the
He
club,
does it all the time.
Fuck you.
No, like I'm talking about one of those girls, right?
Uh-huh.
If they start interacting with it's because most likely you want to have sex with that guy. Like that's the only reason why you would be talking with another dude at a
A
bar
lot of
or a
girls
club.
go out
club.
and they say stuff. I'm not going out to hook up. I'm not going out to meet anybody. I'm just going out to have a good time. So they believe that because they're thinking that way, that there might be one or two men out there who are thinking the same way, and that's the problem. No man is thinking that way.
That's okay. So like that's what I'm.
If I'm
having
getting
an
dressed
issue
up
with.
and I'm coming out to spend money, it's for poon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I have
I'm
an
here
issue
to
with.
hump.
I think that
Yeah.
women do know that.
I don't think they do, bro.
It's such an obvious fact though. Like it's not hidden.
So's
It's not-
math. You don't see that many.
Well, there's some really smart men who have gone out of their way to make women believe that.
Yes. And that's where you get your players and the guys that they
Right.
hate, this and the other. Oh my God, Jimmy told me he cared about this and that.
Yeah.
I just think that like as a woman, if
He
you
thinks I'm
expect nothing
smart.
else,
Hold
from
on,
a
he's
man-
giving us his take as a woman. Go ahead.
I just think that as a woman, if you expect anything else, like when you're out clubbing and you talk to another dude,
Yeah.
other than sex, you're being an idiot. Like you just straight
Agreed.
Up, yeah,
Yeah.
straight up, you're just being an
Agreed.
idiot.
Good
Like,
job, Summer.
Because we know men, because we are men, and we can tell you, women, if you're listening, he doesn't want to be your friend.
Yeah, exactly. There's
he
no-
wants
yeah.
to penetrate you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm sorry, but that's just not something that you look for in a club. Like it's retarded.
It's a genetic imperative. He has to mount you.
Do you know? Do you know anybody that's met in a bar
Fuck.
and it's worked?
Yeah, me and my wife,
Oh, you guys met in a bar?
club, bar, same thing, right?
Yeah, I got friends that met in a bar.
Yeah.
They've been married forever now.
Yeah.
Where'd
No.
your parents meet? Orphanage?
Dong Chi wholesale.
Oh, is it an arranged marriage?
Slave
You guys
labor
do-
camp.
Do you guys do arranged marriages over there?
Do we do arranged marriages?
Yeah,
Are there
in
any
California?
other forms of marriages?
Okay, so
Actually, my parents met on a blind date.
oh, not
Set up
bad.
by their friends.
Not
Yeah.
bad. So, Pac, you don't have to answer this, but you do.
No, I don't.
At what age did your mother tell you she's either you find a wife or she's going to give you one?
27. I don't.
That's come on, you know.
Is
it's a
she
thing.
always like
No.
trying to hoist
Korean
Korean girls onto you?
even from across the country?
So
I
recently,
think that's an Asian thing.
Oh, definitely,
recently, yes,
definitely.
yeah. Recently, she's been trying. No, she hasn't trying to like hoist, but she's like, so you haven't had a girlfriend in a long time.
Yeah,
so she's like,
she noticed.
yeah. So she's like,
Does she just flat out ask you?
no.
She doesn't ask you if you like dudes.
Oh, she has.
How many times has she asked?
Does she ask every week?
Yeah.
So, honey,
It's
Raymond, are you eating well?
yeah.
Are you paying your bills?
And then how many guys?
How much dick have you been sucking?
Oh, God, what was I talking about? Fuck.
Your mother arranging a marriage for you?
Oh yeah. So like,
that's an Asian thing.
She has been kind of like keeping an eye out. Like she's like, hey, like she's like send me, like, hey, what do you think about this girl? I'm like, what do I think about? Like I have no idea who she is, but she's trying to imply like, hey,
I'm sure you text right back is what is her SAT score?
No, I do ask what college she went to though.
Oh my God.
My wife's mother is always like, Wilds, do you have some coworkers for your wife's cousins? And I'm like, that's weird.
Oh, your wife's got-
Yeah, like that's weird, man. First of all, no, I don't have any coworkers. You don't want none of these.
She doesn't bring
things.
you a book of Polaroids?
Yeah.
Take these to your
Yes.
friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, does she or does
They
she
look
not?
like they're in duress too in the pictures.
It's like a prison picture.
Like the
They're
hair
they
is
have a
matted,
sign, like,
and
they
they're
have a
like
sign
they're
up.
looking off the camera like in fear.
How come these all look like they were taken in the same room? Goddamn, is that a chain on the bed?
Oh, this is terrible.
We're bad people.
What you got? Pull something.
I got something loaded, man. Wow, you're gonna have to start learning how to like paraphrase or something. Mandatory implants of contraception against pregnancy for all, both sexes, close to the average onset of puberty until people obtain a license to have. You could have just wrote this as you need a license to have children.
Why do you think I actually wrote that?
I don't know.
It's copy and paste.
Okay, well, don't copy and paste the whole thing. This, if you see a ticket that looks this big, summarize.
Okay, so what do you think?
Well, first of all, we've already talked about
we've
this.
already talked about
Have
it.
we?
I totally believe that
man.
you have to earn the right to have children. Yes.
No. Just the point of
It's the same
mandatory.
thing. Yes. As far as having the license, you have to earn it, but you have to meet certain criteria. Yeah, you should have to.
Definitely.
There are too many people having kids that are ruining the world.
They're ruining the gene pool.
Yeah.
What if you had to get like a government implanted birth control in your kid every
Well, I don't want that.
That's what I'm saying.
You just have to have a license, and if you don't have a license, you pay a fine.
No. That doesn't solve the problem. I want people
Sure
to
it
stop
does.
having kids.
It's also really good for the deficit.
Oh. Yeah, but people are just aren't going to pay the bill.
I'm a libertarian.
You going to put them in jail if they don't pay it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And put their kids up for adoption.
Oh, I'm not too wild.
I'm so unsympathetic. Like, don't have kids unless you're ready. Like, you're just populating the world with your disgusting spawn. Like, just, I hate it.
Thanks.
The flip side to that coin is
I'm sorry. Did you identify yourself as one of these?
You met my kids before you came up here, and you're
I
like
like your
disgusting
kids. I
spawn.
think your kids are fine.
Right? Isn't that what he
I think
said?
your kids are fine.
He said you're populating this world with disgusting
I
spawn.
didn't say you specifically, unless you identify yourself as
Such
this
a
unqualified
fucking-
person.
Send your ass back to North Korea.
I'll be happy.
How are we looking on time?
Oh, yeah.
We're good.
We are we?
Yeah.
I think we're approaching the end, right?
Yep.
We'll wrap up here in a soon.
All right. I want to try to squeeze one more out of
I know. I'm trying to.
All right. If you were a serial killer, what type of person would you prey on?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Thank you. Thank
This is
you.
a good one.
Koreans. You know
course
where to
you would.
find enough Koreans?
Yeah.
I know one Korean
The
in Texas.
Korean Presbyterian Church.
The Korean Presbyterian Church.
Packed space is priceless. Once again, we might need cameras in here.
There's
man.
about 30 in every major city.
There's
Okay,
30
whatever.
Korean churches in every city?
Major city, yeah.
How?
Yeah, there's a
not
lot
that
of
many
Koreans
Koreans.
in major cities.
They hide.
Are there other people that are just having Korean
we stick
churches?
to our own little enclaves, and
They're so small, they fit a lot of them in the same car.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that.
See?
So you're gonna all right? So who are you gonna stalk?
Not stalk, kill.
Prey. Who are you gonna prey on? Is it gonna be a sexual thing or is it gonna be a power thing?
I
No,
don't think for me, definitely it wouldn't be a sexual thing. I don't get sexual rises out of that. I get sexual.
You get sexual rises out of anything?
maybe.
Are you asexual?
You know, you're the second person to have asked me that like this week,
There's a reason.
and I'm like a little offended. Like no, I'm not asexual. Like, just because I'm not as horny as all you other fucks doesn't mean I'm asexual. God fucking damn it. Libido is on a spectrum, not a yes, you want to fuck all the things, or no, you don't want to fuck anything. Like, it's just not a thing, all right? It's a spectrum. I am not on like I want to fuck all the things. Sorry.
You okay? I got an action figure in the other room. It's probably hornier than you are.
It's just I'm not, just because I'm not as obviously horny doesn't mean I'm asexual. Let's
How soft are your hands?
What?
A lot of lotion. Did you actually answer the question though? Are you asexual?
No, I'm not asexual. I said that. I said that.
I thought you meant the predator question.
Why would I don't.
I just imagine it's slick as like a turtle shell down there. There's nothing. You're just
Jesus
asexual.
Christ. Oh, I was picturing something else, like he'd beaten all the hair off of himself.
Okay. All right. You're a serial killer. What type of people are you going to prey on?
Asexuals.
Asexuals.
No, but seriously, is it? All right. So he says for him, it wouldn't be like a sexual thing. I think it would be a sexual thing for me if I was a serial killer.
It would definitely be like as I am now. If I was a serial killer,
Let's be as detailed as possible. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Think I would be
I'm
going
scared.
after. I would be going after like the biggest, baddest men I could find.
Yeah, you like it because you're a bit of a twink.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What are we talking about? I thought we were talking about killing them. Like, holy shit.
All right, right now, what's an Asian twink?
The Asian piece of it doesn't matter.
Asian twink.
There's no.
Name it. Name it.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Dumpling.
Is that a thing? Are you making the stuff up, or do you know? Because you are.
I'm taking it. I'm
Well,
crowning it.
Dumpling wouldn't be a twink though. Be more like a lumpia.
Hold on.
No, lumpia's fried.
Wait a minute. Wait, did you just classify me as a twink?
No,
I'm a little offended by that. Like, because I don't think I'm.
see,
I don't think I'm
Would you be more of a bear? Is that what you're saying?
my figure isn't slight enough to be a twink. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where I'm trying to protect you by
He wants to bring race into it.
I want to label you as a dumpling.
I don't want you to name me as anything, PJ.
That's an Asian twink.
No, again, the twink thing.
There's got to be something like a wonton. How about a wonton?
How about a was it pokey stick? Pocky stick?
Oh, Pocky Chockies?
Pocky Chocky?
No, Pocky.
So you're a Pocky?
No, I'm not a twink. Like that's not.
A yellow Pocky?
He's a bear is what he's trying to do.
I'm not a bear either. I'm not hairy, right?
You're in the middle of a bear twink.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, you know
Is there something in between? What would that be, like a ho-ho?
No, just because we don't know all of the terms. They're there. Yeah.
So
power bottom, twink,
I'm pretty sure a
bear.
bear is somebody who's hairy though.
So PJ would be a bear. Is probably a bear.
No, he's not hairy.
Just not on his head. Everywhere.
No, but like you don't have like you're not hairy, right? Yeah, he's not a bear. Yeah, he's
I'm average.
All right, this has run its course. So serial killer.
Yeah.
Detail. Who you going after? Big, giant penis men.
Yeah.
How are you stalking them to find out they got the giant penises?
Gym locker rooms.
In that prison shower?
All right. What about you? What are you going to do? Is it sex or is it power?
It's neither. It's justice.
That's not a serial killer. That's a superhero.
Yeah, that's not. Don't try to Batman your way out of it. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my god. Like, anything to shoehorn into. Like, I basically want to suck Batman's dick.
How the fuck does killing bad guys make me want to suck a guy who dresses like a bat's dick? I don't understand this.
Yeah.
No.
You're the Batman dick guy.
Why can't I kill criminals?
Can I kill whoever you want?
There you go. That's what I'm going to pick.
But that's not. Serial killers aren't. Okay. You know what?
Yeah, they are. I guess
Sure,
like you
go
can be a
ahead.
serial killer.
That can't be my fetish.
Go ahead.
What about Death Wish? That guy's not a Batman.
He's not a serial killer.
Who's Death
Well,
Wish?
what do you call him?
Deathstroke?
No, Death Wish.
Who's
Death
Death
Wish?
Wish?
There's a Death Wish in the comic
Charles
books.
Bronson. No.
There's
Charles
a Death Wish in
Bronson.
the comic books, but yes, also
No,
Charles
it's
Bronson.
Deathstroke. It's not Death Wish.
Yes.
Anyways, Charles Bronson, he was a guy, family got
Death
killed.
Wish comic
He's
book.
basically the Punisher in a more realistic term, right? His family gets murdered by criminals, so he just takes up killing criminals.
So he's not the Punisher though?
No, because the Punisher's an elite. This guy's just like a regular dude running around with a 45 smoking people.
All
Right?
Death Wish comic book.
That's not even a real comic. That's like Image or some bullshit.
It's a comic book. It says DC in the upper left corner, you
Fake news.
clown.
Fake news.
Fake news.
All right, whatever.
Who are you hunting?
I think it would be dainty college fraternity females. No, not fraternity. What's the other one?
Sorority.
Sorority females.
Wait. Is this killing or humping?
Serial killer.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I don't know. I just tried to answer the question honestly.
So what are you going to do? You going to hang out outside the
I
Starbucks?
think I would be Ted Bundy.
You going to dress up like a clown and do it?
That's not
No,
Ted Bundy,
that's
bro.
not Ted Bundy.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry. I'm not up to date on my fucking serial killers.
That's Darcy.
William
Wayne Gacy. John
Oh,
Wayne
yeah,
Gacy.
there you go,
Yeah,
yeah.
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
You'd be more of a Richard Ramirez sort.
Ooh. Which one was he?
Yeah, but
was the
no.
one-
Well, Richard Ramirez.
That was the one that killed his parents, right?
I don't know.
The
but-
Ramirez brothers?
No, that was
No,
Mendes.
That's
no, no.
Menendez.
Yeah.
So Richard Ramirez
Richard
would be the Night
Ramirez-
Stalker then.
Yeah, he would literally just go into random people's houses and just kill them, and then just leave.
You ever see Suspect Zero?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a real fucked up thing. So 90% of the murders are committed by someone that knows the victim, right?
Yeah.
Suspect Zero, the idea is this guy would drive like 2 states over,
Yeah.
pop somebody at a rest stop,
Yep.
and go home.
Yep.
Cops would never
You
find
can
him.
never find him. Yep.
Yeah, because there's just nothing.
Yep. That is a terrifying thought, actually.
There was
Yeah.
more to that movie though. I thought wasn't it also a guy who's using auto drawing to locate and then kill the serial killers? He was basically a serial killer.
But that's a good idea too. But
I've had this idea before, but then it's been done twice already.
yeah, but
Dexter.
Dexter.
Yeah.
yeah. So from my point, it's too hard to catch serial killers. You know.
Yeah. How do you find out
Yeah.
who they are?
Well, there's an active serial killer database that the FBI has that's up. You can use that information to track down
What?
serial killers.
What do you mean they have an active like they are tracking these people?
I don't think
but
they're
haven't found
naming
them
people.
yet?
I think they're just putting
No.
other motives on there.
MOs,
Yeah.
victims, area, that whole thing.
But they haven't caught them yet.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some creepy shit out there.
There are active
I-
serial killers constantly going on. We
Yeah.
just don't hear about them all the time.
There was one that we used to get notified of. The guy was the fuck was it? He only went after husband and wives that didn't have kids.
Very specific.
Yeah, and he would hog tie them. He would clock the husband. He would get the husband, knock the husband out, hog tie him, and then stack
Cuckold.
plates and dishes on the back of him. And he would go and take the wife and do whatever to her, but he would tell him, You break a plate, I kill her.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the guy was like hog-tied, he couldn't move for fear of breaking a plate and killing. The dude would kill his wife.
That sounds like power and sex right there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's dark.
Yeah.
And they can't find him yet because he's just this.
So it's legit like right out of the movies. He does it once a year,
gotcha.
every year.
Yeah,
Once a year.
Yeah, it's pretty
on
good.
The same day every year.
Yeah, in a different state or the same place.
I think it's different states, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
you ain't catching that dude.
How are you going to catch him? That's so terrifying.
You know who gets caught? You remember the guy in Ohio that had like 19 women in his crawl space of his house?
Oh, and in the backyard. And
then the whole house just smelled like death and rotting bodies.
And nobody cared. Yeah.
Well, up to a point, then people cared, but yeah.
So, okay. Being from Cleveland, I kind of took like interest in those stories. So there was that one. And then there was a guy that kidnapped the 3 chicks. And
I was about to say, yeah.
Right. So the FBI came through and they did an assessment of the Cleveland Police Department, right? And they were going after him, like, who's crooked, who's on the take, how did these guys get away with this shit for so long? What was their end report? Cleveland Police Department is just shitty.
Have you guys? There's a new Netflix series called Mindhunters.
I haven't watched
it. It's on my to-do list.
Amazing. It's really, really good.
I just finished Stranger Things too, so
I was hoping we'd talk about that.
Yeah, we'll do that in the next.
Okay.
So
you want to wrap this up so we can keep pack around?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, rock 'em,
sock 'em,
go fuck yourselves.
A classic, and at the same time, progressive.
Another one.
So I'm trying to watch the levels here and make sure everything's good.
Another one bites dust.
You drift way back too far from yours.
Yeah, I know.
You can bring it to you if you want.
Boom, boom,
Oh, yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Everybody got their spitter tube?
I've got it.
All right, here we go.
Should we make it a race?